So we've got our second level 15 player storyline, Heil. He is the left German wing and he plays for Go Ahead Eagles. So we did actually get a player of the month for them, this CDM. I cannot pronounce his name, or I can't remember his name in general, but we did get obviously a CDM that can have this nice strong link. Also, if you did really wanted to, he can go into a German team. Yes, I don't think he's necessarily the best German left wing, but he's going to be an interesting one. He's coming in with a 3-star, which as a winger, I'm kind of more inclined to kind of pass aside really, because obviously 4-4 is better. But we have got him here today. I personally, on my main account, chose Pask, as I think he is just the better overall player in terms of what I need him for. And again, most of these won't go into it, and I am dreading. And thank you very much to the guy who chose the Portuguese goalkeeper for me, because that I really thought I'd have to do that on the second account, because I really didn't think anybody would actually choose him for me. But obviously, again, he is a goalkeeper for the Portuguese league. Whether you get another one, it's kind of debatable, but we have got Heil here, 90 pace, 82 shooting. He then also has 80 passing, 87 dribbling with some great agility balance. Composure, like Pask, not quite up there, but I think we might be able to get away with him. 80 stamina, which is okay. Little bit of strength, and obviously the chem star we're going to be looking for is Deadeye. Going to give you 91 shooting, 86 passing, turn him into an 87 left wing. So again, quite a nice finisher there. 99 on the finishing and shot power, as well as 80 attacking positioning, but then also getting 99 short pass. So that is kind of a very nice little balance for you if you really wanted to. I suppose Hunter is the option for the pace and shooting. You could go finisher if you really wanted to max out the dribbling, but I do think for my choice, Deadeye is the way to go forward. So let's not mess around. Let's have a look at Heil and see what he can do in that left wing role. Straight away getting him on the ball then. Let's have a look and see what we can get from this winger. Little 1-2 in. He's got Zhao coming in with him. First couple of minutes, goes for the shot, and it's already 1-0. Honestly, fantastic start. Couldn't ask for better with him. Into the second match, and let's see what we can get from him. Already getting a goal under his belt is absolutely fantastic. Williams is going to stop that though. But I think in general, the reason why I personally didn't go from my main channel, or my main account, is just purely for the fact that we have got a red Tadic. So that left wing role is already in use. So that's personally how I'm choosing my storylines, based on obviously what that squad needs. And I think as well a fantastic upgrade from obviously a 62 all the way up to an 83. Again, these sorts of cards are really nice to come by, just because you wouldn't ever really play with them as a bronze. There's not really any need to. Can we get a ball in? Oh, Danjuma's going to come and collect it off him. So it is kind of nice to be able to give them a try and see if you can find anybody that's semi-decent. To be honest, I think last year Sinclair for Squad Foundations, I want to say, was actually a very, very nice player. Yes, again, he may not be main team worthy, but most definitely could put up some numbers. Going to find him through here, though. He's going to bring the keeper out, going to fake it, goes for the finesse, and what a finish, honestly. Sensational stuff from the lad. Heil is coming in as a little bit of a tricky winger there. Finding him down there. What can we find? Little ball inside. Obviously that passing put into good use in terms of the 99 short, so that's always nice. But unfortunately we do have a defensive mid that is going to get rid of the ball there. Lovely play back to the keeper. But he's had a 28 increase on his shooting, which is fantastic. 24 on his passing. Oh, and he's offside there. But some absolutely insane upgrades for him. So again, a very nice winger, and probably is semi better than Tadic. It's just the fact that Tadic is red that unfortunately is just not going to be picked in that choice. So it's going to be interesting as well to see level 30, but we have got the goalkeeper next. If you are staying tuned, make sure you do subscribe down below. We try and get as many of the option players done as possible. Obviously it all depends on if I can find somebody to either do it or pick the card for me, or obviously if I can kind of grind it out on my second account, as well as get the corner there. Williams standing up to him, finds him in, going for it, looking for the chip across into Felix. Wanted to try and see a bit of more of an assist game there. Going to try and ping it back out to him. It's not going to work this time, but again we might find him with a bit of Furland inside here. Can we just ping it across the box? And it's a cracking shot from Messi. Easy and light work from him. I think I personally still stand with my decision. I do prefer Pask in terms of what I actually want him for. Both of them actually surprising me with how decent they are. Like, yes, they're not main team worthy, and I always have to try and kind of emphasize that, because you end up with all the comments saying that they're not going to get into anybody's team. We're going to find Heil with a little ball across, and it's just going to be a tap in for Verratti, who misses it. But again, and that is kind of what it is. These are not necessarily meant for main team, because we've already seen some very, very solid teams. I think Foot Champs this week, I don't think I saw a team. I think I saw like maybe one or two that didn't have either Messi, Mbappe, or obviously Ronaldo. So you kind of, that's the level we're already sat at. So unfortunately, Heil is just not going to be able to get through in that one. But in terms of as an 83 rated card, he's free, objective kind of based. He's really not awful for what you can get. Oh, he's gonna picture that one easily against Heil there. He's gonna find a little bit of a dribble in, and he's gonna get tackled, but Messi's gonna manage to pick that up. Absolutely stunning. I'm taking it as an assist. Big ball over from Messi. Gets the control, looking for that pass in, and what a block. Out on the wing again, finds him absolutely comfortably in. Finds it across, and again, it's just easy work. 3 goals, 3 assists. Honestly, I think my work here is done with him. Sensational player. So going into the overall for Heil then, honestly, not a bad card. I think the upgrade is absolutely sensational for him. Obviously, we saw Past with a little bit less of an upgrade because he was already 64 with some very good stats. But 28 shooting, 25 passing, 20 dribbling, 22 physical. Some huge, huge upgrades. The biggest one that he didn't really get was the pace, obviously. And then obviously defending 10, which we can kind of understand. But again, he's not a bad player at all. In terms of the Eredivisie kind of specials now, like I say, it was this guy that obviously plays for the same team. We already have Berghuis, we have Gravenbach. Till was obviously the first player of the month, and then obviously the 2 rule breakers themselves, plus Van Ginkel at the end. I was surprised that they haven't chosen major leagues for the storyline, but it might be because we've got league players for the major leagues, and then they're kind of going full send into storylines for the minor leagues as such. But then also I'm interested to see if they do bring back squad foundations, which gives us then an extra 3 players normally from the minor leagues, and then eventually they can translate into the majors. And then obviously finally the top player has got to be Tadic, who unfortunately does out trump in terms of rating and red normally, because Eredivisie normally is a squad battles objective. I do tend to like to have just random players top level, but just because it makes no real difference. But Heil actually comes in, surprises me, manages to get a few more goals than I thought he would do. I was kind of hoping that we'd just get 1 or 2 and then that would be it, but most definitely 3 goals, 3 assists, 2 games, can't argue with that at all. Obviously the Deadeye did do wonders. We have obviously got the finishing up to max, which you can definitely tell the difference with, but then also the passing, some nice passing game. Crossing wise, even though he has 81, it didn't feel amazing, but again, he is a right-footed player on the left wing with only the 3-star, so again, he is going to be more kind of attacking based more than anything. So if you did want to kind of potentially change a left-footed right wing over, you could then get that kind of back on track. But overall for me, I think he's coming in, I'd say a solid, I'd say 7.8. I think he is better than Pask in terms of player. If you're not looking for any sort of objective or obviously to put him into a team, I would say Heil probably is the better player out of all 3, because I can imagine the goalkeeper, he's going to be semi-okay, but nothing really too spectacular in comparison to anybody. He is going to be that player that really is just there to fill up the club. But I think for me, Heil is probably the best out of the bunch at the minute. But personally, Pask is the one that I went with. So if you did enjoy the video, let me know down below what you think. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.